Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, wow. I love to see people talking and hanging out at Wordhack. It's my favorite part of the show. But hopefully, all of you will still be here after the show, and there will be ample time for hanging out in the bar area in the. Uh, I, cool. Oh, I hope that's just like a gentle fade out and not the start of a new song very loudly as I'm introducing our next presenter, who is Lee Tusman. Really excited to have Lee back at Wordhack. Lee's been coming to the show for probably 8 years now. Lee was the first curator who ever put my work in a show in a cool DIY space in Philly. And I went down to the show at Philly, and there was a lot of cool work there. And then I slept in Lee's basement, and we played retro games on a little computer before you could get those things on TikTok. It was a real blast, and it's been a delight to keep up with Lee's work ever since. Lee Tusman does some really amazing work spanning between games, art, and DIY curation and organizing. He has really amazing archival practice that really puts forward a lot of the great work that happens in spaces like this at kind of like informal, not institutionally funded spaces. And has a really beautiful writing, games, and art practice of his own. Really excited to see what he has to share with us this evening. Give it up for Lee Tusman.
Todd, how much time do you want me to take? 15 to 20.
Hello, my name is Lee. Welcome to my presentation. I am a new media artist, educator and organizer. I also make music, code, and am a professor at Sunny Purchase College. I like to create works with code, sound, and text, and collage. I make games, bots, interactive media, installations, websites, radio stations, and these are shown at galleries, museums, artist-run spaces, and universities, and online too. Oops, I just remembered this is really annoying in 2024 to hear a robot voice make a presentation. I now turn my presentation over to the human Lee, but I will come back to provide any needed assistance.
Thank you for that introduction, Computer Lee. I really struggle with using the Google Slides, or I'm on Linux, LibreOffice Impress. So I was like, wouldn't it be just easier to make my own presentation software? As you will see probably today, and just in general, I generally find it easier to remake a wheel from scratch rather than purchase a wheel off the rack, so to speak. So I'm constantly reinventing wheels. So with that, I think I'll just start. And I thought it was harder to arrange slides in a row. It was just easier to pick one at random. So we'll just do that, I think, too. Oh, wait. I do have a list of works, too. Let's see if this works. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, great. So let's just pick one this way.
Next, I will be showing you the work drone collector.
Okay, that's fine. Now let's do a different one. Wait, hold on a second.
Oops, that was a mistake. Moving on.
Okay, yeah. Let's do...
Next, I will be showing you the...
Oh, wow, that's bad. Okay.
Oops, that was a mistake. Moving on.
Okay, sorry, hold on a second, yeah.
Next, I will be showing you the work obscure instructions.
Okay, this is good. Okay, let's do this one. Obscure instructions, that's fine. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. People might be familiar with this deck of cards created originally by two artists, including one you might know as Brian Eno. Oh gosh, the other artist name. Who's the other artist for, what is it? Peter someone, yeah. I want to say Peter Shickley, but that's not who it is. That would be PDQ Bach. I made my own collection of oblique strategies, and I call mine Obscure Instructions. I'm going to run it for a second. These are ones I wrote for myself primarily, but I do share them with other people. Only listening. Oblique strategies, as originally conceived, were to help you when you were at kind of a stuck point. How do you move forward? So I tried to create ones that would be more useful for me in my own practice as an artist or a professor or a game maker or a sound artist, or just if I was stuck and wasn't sure what to work on next. Simplest you can make. thank you. I use a tiling window manager, so the way I'm going to make the window smaller is going to look insane. Hold on 1 second. How's that? Okay. Then I have to reload this window. Okay. Okay. Only crayons and newsprint. Be still. Pretend there are no longer any obstacles. Return to the original idea. I'll do maybe one more. Monochrome. Okay, I just want to mention one thing. So I often create generative artwork, and most of the work I'll show tonight has some generative aspect to it. Confusingly, I called this work generative, but I'm not generating the work. I wrote these. I didn't think a generative process where my code would generate ideas to contemplate or to trigger new ideas. I didn't think that would work. I tried that out. But there's a different sense of the word generative, and I created this piece before the rise or the craze of ChatGPT and similar things. And when I thought of the word generative, I meant something that was productive at creativity, something that could kind of prompt in your mind new kind of creative thoughts or ideas. And I used that term, and so I'm on Itch. I posted this software on Itch. Just gonna scroll down by closing this. And someone wrote a little comment, hey, this doesn't seem generative at all. The prompts make too much sense. And two of the same prompts occur too frequently, which makes me suspicious that the prompts are written somewhere and the bot just pulls random ones. Same with the images. No new ones seem to get generated. Leon is correct. This is something I've been thinking about a lot recently, again, with the rise of ChatGPT and things like this. Like, where do I want something to be generative in the sense that it prompts me to be creative? That's what I'd been thinking about when I thought of the word generative, even though I obviously know the other term, and the term that's obviously much more widespread use now, generative as in some software or a process creates the artwork. Anyway, sorry, I have a little bit of a back and forth with Leon there. Leon was right. Okay.
Next, I will be showing you the work Borscht belt system.
Okay, this is a recent work, Borscht belt system. This was work that is currently up in a gallery exhibit at Flux Factory, which is a New York-based art collective that I'm part of, that's 30 years old. Currently, there's an exhibit curated by Amelia Marzek and Jody Linky Chow called Spiritual Machines that's on Governor's Island in the Flux Factory building, building 404. And the closing reception and a series of performances is this Saturday. Sunday's the last day of the exhibit. And you can get a preview of seeing this generative artwork that I've made called Borscht Belt System. This is a work exploring the Yiddishkeit immigrant community and the process of assimilation of basically a kind of my family and family background. And yet it's also building off of earlier works that I've made that are using psychology exam and prompts. In this piece, I have a soundtrack from an immigrant band from the early 1920s. They're playing traditional wordless Jewish melodies that are called nigun, but they're playing it in an orchestral arrangement, so it's not being sung. Instead, it's being performed as a piece of music. I'm just going to play it for a little bit. This is generative in the other sense of the word, where I've written the system, I know all the parts, but I don't necessarily know what will come out at any particular moment. Some of the characters that you see are Hasidim, Orthodox, a particular group of Orthodox Jewish community. Okay, I'll stop it there. Also, I wanted to say, don't worry, Wonderville. This song is in the public domain, so you won't get a ding on your Twitch stream, or at least you shouldn't. The music I did get from the Internet Archive. Shout out to the Internet Archive.
Next, I will be showing you the work drone collector.
Okay. I'm a huge fan of roguelike games. Any fans of roguelikes here? Okay. Fans of roguelikes, then will probably know this game, Rogue, where you are walking around, right? You're walking around in a dungeon. You're the little @ symbol. Okay, this should probably be a shield or something like that, or is this? Oh, it's plate mail, of course. Here's some gold right here. Here's a doorway. You're walking up to this doorway. Okay. Or, maybe it gets really fancy. Wait, why is it not letting me quit? Yeah. Okay. It could also get really fancy. You got now you have color. Okay, there's pools of water, and again a doorway, and you're gonna walk through. Oh, there's a little kobold. Okay, is that right? Okay, there's a scroll. Okay, anyway, just like poets, there's more people that write poetry than read poetry, I've heard. The same is true for roguelikes. More people, I think, write roguelikes than play them. I don't know if that's actually true. I've attempted to make roguelikes, I don't know, 20 times maybe, 10, 20 times, something like maybe more. But to make them, these are generative games that are different every time you play. A new world is generated, new enemies, new spells, new stories, new books, new dwarves, new... all kinds of things happen like that. They're really hard to program, and most roguelike games take years, and they're made by like a single developer, and they like make them for 10 years and then like keep updating them and things like that. Anyway, I should have been warned away based off of that. So I've made very, very simple roguelikes. I'm going to show just a few of them. They're not fun games per se. They're really like the equivalent of walking simulators. Okay, so I'm going to show Drone Collector is one of them. This is using a tile set that was created by Everest Pipkin. Shout out to Everest. Should I play it live or should I just show a video? Screw it, we'll do it live. Okay, yeah, hold on a second. Z, Drone Collector. That did not match any results. Okay, games. Then we go into drone. Yep, here we go, folks. Love. Yep. I'll turn it down a little bit. This is a roguelike that you can play, but it generates essentially an experimental noise performance. So it's actually a performance tool. Oh, I see what happened. My mouse got stuck. 1 second, sorry. It is a noise performance. I'll stop that one. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. Go back. Yes.
Next, I will be showing you the work drone collector. Oops, that was a mistake. Moving on. Next, I will be showing you the work Pomelo.
Okay, good. This is a good reference. I'm one of my favorite artists, people in general, musicians, is Yoko Ono. Yoko Ono created one of my favorite books. I love this book. I like buy this as a gift for people that have never heard of it and are like, what? Yoko Ono is like not just this crazy musician and performance artist, but no, like wrote these incredible instruction works. She published a book called Grapefruit. That was her first one. Her second one was Acorn. And they are, wait a second. Yep, there it is. A book of instructions and drawings, originally by Yoko Ono. I am doing a homage to Yoko Ono's book. I call mine Pomelo, although each time I run it, it generates a new book entirely of new instruction pieces. Here's lemon, soybean, blackberry, beech nut. That sounds good. We'll do that. I'll just pick a few. This is the bass guitar bugle tape piece. If you're familiar with, actually, we should at least look at one grapefruit piece, right? Let's just look at one by Yoko Ono, in case you're not familiar.
Number piece.
What's it called? Number piece? Is that one of them?
Yeah.
Conversation piece. Sorry. Bandage any part of your body. If people ask about it, make a story and tell. If people do not ask about it, draw their attention to it and tell. If people forget about it, remind them of it and keep telling. Do not talk about anything else. Lip store piece. Do it again. Have 3 people to spot. Tell everyone to come back in 7 seconds and make one French dressing sandwich and eat. Neck tape piece 8. Peel your elbow. Pick out any elbow. Take the sound of elbow. Piece for the nose. Try to peel it. Pack to the sound of the preserved figs opening. Bubble to the sound of the preserved figs opening. Forehead tape piece 10. Copy it. Imagine around your belly. Imagine a theremin consisting. Pomelo.
Next, I will be showing you the work obscure instructions. Oops, that was a mistake. Moving on. Next, I will be showing you the work untitled Spy Radio Game.
We got limited time. Let's do something else.
Next, I will be showing you the work Going the Distance.
By the way, this right here is a famous Linux program called Calsay. You can, hello there. But you can modify Calsay, which actually brings me to this work that I made for National Novel Generating Month. You might be familiar with National Novel Writing Month. They define writing a novel as putting, 100,000 words in a row? Is it 80,000? 80,000, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So the programmer, bot maker, artist, Darius Kazemi came up with the idea, instead of National Novel Writing Month, we could just generate a novel of 80,000 words. So that's called National Novel Generating Month, NaNoGenmo. A number of people in this room participate, for example. So I've created a number of pieces for NaNoGenmo. This is one of the ones I did one year. This was a meme I liked very much. Don't talk to me or my son or my son's son or my son's son's son ever again. Okay, so I took the Calsay and I fed in not my own, someone else's cat. Someone else's ASCII cat. And I needed it to say, don't talk to me or my son, don't talk to me or my son's son. But I needed to do that for 80,000 words, right? So I used some math. Let's see here. bigger? All right, so here we go. Too big, maybe that's too big.
Just right.
Okay, don't talk to me. Yeah, wait, we should start up here. Yeah, don't talk to me or my son ever again. Don't talk to me or my son's son ever again. Don't talk to me or my son's son's son ever again. Don't talk to me or my son's 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 son ever again. Don't talk to me or my son's 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 son ever again. Don't talk to me or my son's 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 son ever again. Don't talk to me. Okay, that keeps going. Okay, so this is 80,000 words, which is, again, a novel. Oh, you know, I just realized I can see the scroll bar, and we're still near the top, unfortunately. I'm going to drag the scroll bar to the bottom. Oh, wait, hold on. There it is, yeah, okay. Son, ever again. Do one or two more.
Next, I will be showing you the work Quilt Folk.
Quilt Folk is a bad roguelike. This was created in Pico 8. Shout out to Pico 8. I'm a great composer. In Quilt Folk, this is a generative work. You're walking around a generated little town, and you're finding villagers, and they're telling you about something that they did that day. Oh, which key is the O key? Wait a second. I've got to... Wait. Anyone remember how to reset the keys? Oh, wait, it's on the right. What? Which one is O? Okay, that's X. Where's O? There's an O. Okay, there's one of them. Let's see if that one works. Hold on. I am typing in Dvorak. That's why I'm struggling. Yeah. Oh, gosh. How do you get out of this now? Okay, go back to the game. Just going to reload. Great soundtrack. Yeah. Thank God. Okay, so this is us. Okay, and you can probably see the process of how the formula for what happens when you intersect with someone. Hello there. Okay, so. What a great outfit today. So sunny and lovely. I ate a great meal. Okay, so everyone has really positive things to say. This is inspired by the roguelike Robot Finds Kitten, if anyone's tried that one. And you can walk into these buildings. This is my quilt aqua experience. So I love quilts. I'm always trying to figure out, and I do quilting, although I haven't sewn anything in a very long time. I'm always trying to figure out how can I combine quilting with programming and games. So this is one of mine. So in this one, basically, anytime you go to visit someone's house, they've, of course, made a quilt. They want to share it with you. Oh, God, I forgot the O. Yeah. So exquisite. It is a lot of red. It might be that this village was influenced by that. I do too. I'm going to show one last piece. This is a different kind of piece. 2 years ago, I had a really bad concussion, and I've actually had a number of concussions in my life, unfortunately, and they're additive, at least for me, where they've caused more damage. I get mostly the results of that are that I have some balance and vertigo issues, but when I had this really bad concussion, I had comprehension issues too. And I was really struggling with understanding some basic stuff. And when I was going through therapy, you're getting a million things through Epic, or now it's called My Chart, and you're getting all these forms you have to sign, and you have to get this approved. And I was having when I was going, they were giving me these things on my wrist that say like fall risk or like brain injury and things like that. And meanwhile, I'm filling out like 20 or 30 forms, and I'm getting these techniques. It was not a great experience, and I've had it, unfortunately, occasionally have relapses, essentially. So I made this piece about that experience, and this is played entirely through filling out forms, or essentially reading forms, and I did, yes, use Google Forms. It's the far future. You're signing up to join ExoColony. Okay, you have a welcome letter. Just going to show you a little bit of this. It's welcome letter, medical history form, translated to Alt English. Dear next of kin, thank you for agreeing to continue the important work of your ancestor, parent, or worker unit toward the future of our victorious dream community. Your ancestor, parent, worker unit believes strongly in the importance of the mission of the work that we do, and so we are pleased that you will be representing them on our ExoColony. As FACEGU's representative, let me be the first to indoctrinate you to our customs and ways. All living units shall receive 3 tablatures of nourishment per work period, up to 3 periods per shift week. Okay, it goes on from there. So you can fill out this form. It's very clear, so you know what you're signing up for. Years of service. Yes, submit another response. There's only a few more forms that you have to sign up for. Go through that process. Yeah, and it's pretty clear. It is helpful. Now's the time to do it. You should start the forms now while we have a few minutes while you're waiting. Yes. I think that's it for the works I'm going to show now. I used a random number generator, which is maybe not the best way to choose what works you show to an audience. But nonetheless...
Thanks so much for listening to my presentation. You can find me online at leetusman.com or check out my podcast Artists and Hackers, which is at artistsandhackers.org or wherever you get your podcasts. And come speak to me after the show.
Thank you.